Welcome to Split the Defense.
Split the Defense.
Welcome back. Season 3 of Split the Defense. No longer Leafs post game. We're going to talk about everything once a week.
Hell
you
yeah.
can come hang out with us. And we have a brand new host. Welcoming in Justin Miller, who is our longtime buddy. Huge Leafs fan along with us and loves the Jays as well. I'm sure he's got all sorts of sports to bring in because we're just going to talk about a little bit of everything this year, boys. No more structured whatever's got to happen. Now I got a whole bunch of shit to talk about. We get to rant, we get to rave, and we're about to do that. We got producer Ted Evans in the booth as usual and Craig Pearce with me here. I'm Jordan Webster, and like I said, we're into our third season now, and this afternoon, guys, I swear to God, I was going to talk about baseball. I was like, of course that's how you open the show. Like, how else are you going to open the show? What a weekend we had from the Jays.
What a weekend.
But then Connor McDavid goes and signs his 2-year contract for $12.5 million. And that seems just absolutely absurd. And we have other stuff happening with the Leafs. So first things first, boys, 2 years, $12.5 million. So that's 3 more potential cup runs for Connor in Edmonton. Can you believe he signed for 12.5?
12.5. That's insane. I actually heard this morning that he was going to get traded, but I hadn't seen the contract until you just said it. And that's insane. I mean,
quite a discount.
If anyone's showing that they're chasing a cup and, you know, the money isn't the main thing, like that shows you right there. Wow.
Yeah, he took absolutely no raise.
Man, us in Toronto, we have no idea what that's like.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What do you think about that, Miller?
I don't know. It's a huge discount. Like, that's something that Edmonton needed big time because they've got so many big names in there that all want money. Like, for somebody like McDavid to just say, hey, give me what I had, like that's big.
Yeah.
Take some leadership too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I remember when Nate did that. Remember when he had a team-friendly thing before he signed the big highest paid player one?
And on that note, like, this is just a temporary thing. Like, you know that in 2 years, 3 years, he's going to sign like the biggest contract ever in hockey. So
with Toronto, yeah,
for the Leafs, with the Leafs, 100%. Does his contract not run out now in line with Austin Matthews?
Ooh.
Wait, no, I think Austin would have one more year.
This is year 2 of 4, isn't it?
Pardon?
This is year 2 of 4, isn't it?
But we were working still with a year before his contract, were we not? No, we're halfway through after this year. Wow. Okay. Man, it seems like yesterday he signed that contract. That's how time flies so quickly.
Maybe. I thought last year was his first year on it, so this year is our second year on it.
Jeez, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, does that mean that they're going to pick just a random team to go sign together with? I mean, does that mean it's not the Leafs? Darn. I was so hopeful though. Like, I mean, I wasn't talking myself to that he's gonna come to Toronto, but I was like, he's following the footsteps right now to, you know, it can go either way still. You know, it's exactly what Tavares did, said the same kind of thing. Same thing Marner did, said the same kind of things. But this is a guy who's, you know, maybe he was undecided, but, you know, he's willing to give 3 more cracks at it, which, I mean, honestly, if you look at the age of Edmonton, like, he probably is looking like, hey, in 3 years, everyone here is going to be dinosaurs. So, you know, I will want to be somewhere else. But, you know, I still have a team that's been to back-to-back cup finals. And, you know, I have a chance here. It'd be stupid to go sign with Toronto, who's, you know, hasn't even been close. So
who else can be his number 2 besides Leon Draisaitl? Like, what other player does he have to go play with that is as good as Leon Draisaitl?
I mean, Austin Matthews, if he's healthy. But I mean, that's a big if always. I mean, yeah.
So if the Leafs get him, that's the only team in the league. Like, I don't know if there's anybody else as good as Leon Draisaitl that he would trust. Like, I mean, those guys have went to back-to-back cup finals, like you just said. Like, I think that honestly, he did look at it and maybe the team will age out. I was kind of thinking it's more like I don't want to be here forever if it's not going to work out, because we're kind of at a point, he understands the business, where this could all collapse.
Yeah.
Because Nuge is getting older. Nurse didn't really work out. I mean, the cap's going up, but some of these guys, Hyman's getting older. He's having troubles. He's like, you know what? We did really go really good last year. And who knows if Zach Hyman wasn't hurt, what would have happened? So I think it's like, yeah, I'll give it a couple more kicks at the can because we are really close. And I think the number one thing to that kid is win. Well, he just wants to win. Whatever he does, he just wants his name on that cup.
I think also in hockey, like you can build like this perfect lineup, and sure, on paper, there's a lot of teams I think that are better than the Edmonton Oilers, but the proof is in the pudding, you know, like unless he's going to go sign with Florida, like what's another team that has a better resume than Edmonton to, you know, take more shots at it. So, I mean, it seems obvious now looking at it that that's the place to be, at least for a couple more years. Yeah. Like you said. And after that, who could blame him if he wants to hightail out of there?
Well,
because, you know,
well, Edmonton better be able to do some shit now, because for 12.5 with the cup raise that they just got, they better be able to get some fucking people. But like, who are they going to be able to haul in? They're just going to be buying their way through this now, I guess. But like, I mean, 12.5, that's only $750K less than Matthews.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that close though, like it is about,
so it's really
like,
not,
you know, it's the margins that matter a lot. So you know, it's worth something, and especially like next year and the year after, you know, that's going to be even more of a discount than it seems right now. Like what did Kaprizov just sign for? Tell me.
Yeah.
Something
like good
17
Lord.
or 18 or something like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So.
And you're telling me that McDavid's not that good? Like,
oh, he's better.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is. But
is
here's the thing.
But
here's the thing. They had to pay Kirill to stay in their town because their team are the Minnesota Wild, and they are like the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah,
like absolutely. They've been so like, they're not bad enough to draft high. They're not good enough to get into the playoffs and go far. Sometimes they get in, lose out in the first round, but they really haven't had any runs. But they also don't have any superstars because of their stupid cap thing that they had a few years ago. So they've got Kirill. So you got, you know, like I heard this on the radio, you got sponsors, you got all the people, you got to keep at least one fucking guy there. So they had to pay him, because like who else is out there that's as good as Kirill Kaprizov and available? So that's why he got the money, because Minnesota is so fucking trash.
Yep.
I personally thought it said more about Kaprizov himself than it did like the organization. I thought it was obvious they had to keep him. You know, it's just like, you know, when you now, especially when you look at what McDavid just did, you know, it's just, yeah, he's not really there to win. He's over here to win cups, you know, like, or to get paid. Sorry, the opposite. Like this is a guy who, like, he hasn't been here for very long, and it seems like he's really young, but he came over here as an overager because he was happy playing in Russia, you know, and so
4 years in the KHL, yeah.
Yeah, so I think like
he was also like a 5th or a 6th round pick.
Right. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's actually, when you look at the other Russians like last year and this year, and Michkov and Demidov, like they're way more like higher prospects than he was, and I don't know if they're going to become what he is. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Kirill making all that money and Connor McDavid signing for $12.5 million. Any other thoughts on that, boys?
No, I mean, if you guys get to talk about McDavid potentially coming to the Leafs soon, I get to talk about Sid coming to the Avs soon.
Oh, please, please.
So how does he not get traded?
Right?
I mean, so he's got this year and next year left in his contract. I believe so, right? So if he's going to play out this year and be that Penguin for life, awesome. Next year at the trade deadline, at the very least, he
go
is
win
going
one,
to
buddy.
Be gone. And who knows if somebody can twist their arm before that, because they need to rebuild. They are not in win mode at all.
No.
All. They need to get rid of the old guys, regain some capital. Like Kyle Dubas needs to tear that team down. Then they need to get a new GM in there to build it back up.
Yeah. Agreed.
There's also just such separate messages from like the management and what Sid says at all times. So it feels like the departure is way closer than it was like last year. There just seemed like he was so adamant it's never happening, and now there seems like there might be some cracks there. I have more hope that he might actually join Nathan in Colorado.
I have all the hope. I will never stop hoping that happens.
And if he's gonna go anywhere, I mean, it's gonna be the Avs, unless it's like a hometown loves the Habs because that was his team growing up.
Yeah.
But if he wants to go and win, he's gonna go play with Nate.
He's gotta. That would be so fun. I mean, they train together every summer. Like they're bros. They go to each other's wedding and cup party and everything and all of that. Like brothers.
And like he would be kind of leaving a team that's only a few years ahead of where Pittsburgh's at. Like, Montreal's on the come up, but they're still a rebuilding team. It doesn't make sense for him to go there, even though that probably would be the second choice.
And not after this year, maybe the end of next year, maybe it's different. Maybe that's the year they come up.
Yeah.
Right.
Possibly.
And who knows? I think Sid's got to go somewhere, and I think the Avalanche actually is one of the most logical destinations to put him. What do you think, Miller?
Yeah, I mean, they go to Tim Hortons all the time in the summer, so they might as well go to Colorado together, right?
Yeah, it's going through the drive-through on the Zamboni. That's
exactly.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a perfect fit. Like, it'd be poetic too to end his career going back there with like the next guy who was the big hometown hero from out east. So
that's true. That would be end it off that way, go back to the cup final, win the cup with Nate, bring it back to Cole Harbor, and just fucking party.
Yeah.
Just keep it there, bury it somewhere.
Fucking right.
Found again.
Yeah, sorry, we lost it. Fell in the river and
throw it off
the Lord Stanley.
Throw it off a cliff.
Yeah. The ledge, they know exactly where it is, but
Yeah,
it'll just be the legend of Lord Stanley. I heard it's buried somewhere out in these woods. I heard it's in the lake.
Oh man.
All right, so we got to talk Leafs before we get into the baseball stuff here. The Leafs announced the roster today, and there's some surprises. I didn't pay attention for like an hour, and all of a sudden I'm looking at things like, okay, Lawton's not on there, right? He's hurt. I get that.
Yeah.
Sammy Blais, that's weird. Caden Primo, that's weird. I'm like, who's fucking with me? Is this one of those fake Twitter accounts where it's the Leafs PR, but it's not the Leafs PR? No. Today on waivers, the Leafs picked up Sammy Blais and Caden Primo. So both those guys are on the team right now and have to stay on the team through
Did you
the
not see that?
night roster.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that today on Elliot's feed. Yeah, I was like, what?
I know. I told you we had to talk hockey, boys. Holy shit. Okay, so both guys are there. Both guys are on league min contracts, 1-year deals, probably AHL flip-flop bound, but like I don't even know why we picked up another forward. Don't we have too many forwards as it is?
We're trying to get rid of them. What are we doing?
Yeah. I also wonder a lot more. So you have to hold on. There's a lot brewing to this. Okay. So both of those guys are on the team now. They have to stay on the NHL roster for now because they were picked up on waivers. Besides that, you've got, your regular guys. Nick Robertson did make the team. Easton Cowan is not on the list. Jacob Killen is actually on the list.
Oh.
But that's just a paper. That's just a paper acquisition. That's paper trade. Okay. So hear me out. There's a rule that you can flip these guys to the, Cowan doesn't need waivers, right? So he can go to the AHL, and Killen's contract is a little bit bigger. So his cap hit, it's going to allow for more LTIR pool if Toronto goes that route because Scott Lawton is hurt. It's fucking chess, right? So that's why Easton Cowan's not on the list. He should be on the list. He's been on every practice and every roster. Like, I assume he probably will be with the team, but I also kind of wonder, will he not? Because he could play first line minutes in the AHL, but he's probably going to play fourth here. And he looked really good with Lawton and Laurent, but Lawton's hurt. So now they have to shuffle the lines. So I really don't know what's happening in Leafland. We just kind of have to wait for that to shake out, I think.
That seems so weird. Like, and to even make use of the LTI room, like you have to be up into the to the cap floor, and otherwise it's not really worth like doing all of this headache for. So like, but are they just keeping 1,000,000 players? Like that's what I don't understand. We're so used to them having just like the bare minimum, right? And we build rosters that like are just these are the guys we put out there, and like maybe there's an extra guy here or there, but like
they've only got 19,000 cap space right now.
Wow, yeah. So they're just like they're not letting anyone force their hand into a trade, I guess. And they're gonna stick with everybody. And everybody else's tossaways until that
fuck,
moment.
it feels like me on GM mode.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is me playing Chell. Seriously. Oh, these guys I'll just pick them up just in case. Like it.
Yeah, who knows?
What's it matter?
Trade them for a fourth or something. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some weird shit going on.
So here's this. So we're gonna go back up to what we were talking about earlier. Those guys were acquired, and why we have so many forwards now, and the whole Killen and Cowan thing, allowing them to create more LTIR pool. Why would they need more money? Because they're gonna make a trade. Okay, that's my theory. Why would you get more guys? Okay, so they're gonna put Sammy Blais instead of maybe Camp and Yarncroker and Robertson, and those guys are probably going to go out. Maybe a Bobby McMahon might go out just to get that top 6 actual forward up there, right?
Yeah.
Something, I know maybe not McMahon, I'm just saying a stretch. Anybody, it could be anybody that's not a Matthews or a Nylander or, like a Riley. Like anybody like that. There's anybody else could be going. Like I've actually heard the Leafs tried to deal Carlo during the summer. They like put their feelers out. Like,
I did hear that,
see. So, like, who knows what could be happening there for them to try and get a top 6 forward. But I feel like all of this correlates. Am I wrong?
I mean, like, it doesn't say the opposite. I do think that is an option for sure. And that would be a reason to be, going through all this headache. To me, it seems like why would someone be available right now? Like I know that like if it's going to be an impact player, like I feel like you can get a lot of guys that like aren't making teams, but do we want a guy that's not making a team? Like I feel like everyone right now like holds on to their guys and they at least give it like a 2-week trial period in the regular season or even a month. So that'd be the only issue for me.
Oh, let's look this up. Where was Sammy Blais drafted? Trivia time.
I think St. Louis.
Oh,
is he
that
right?
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Wow.
Is everybody getting the mix there? Yeah. So probably one of Craig Berube's boys. He likes him, likes the way he plays. He's on a cheap contract, willing to give him a shot, especially if they're going to try and trade maybe a Nick Robertson or a somebody else for that top 6 forward that we know that they're currently shopping. And I don't know if they're going to go for another goalie because now they've got Caden Primo, but like they've got holes to fill. So there's definitely things afoot, like shit's going on in the background that we don't know about.
Yeah. I think also like, it's no secret that like, Berube is not a huge fan of Robertson, Camp, or Yarncroke. It's like he might say it's just, but like you can tell by how he plays them, like
Camp has already cleared waivers. He's in the AHL. Like, bam, you're good. Hang out there for a while.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not sure like what the market for Robertson is, but you'd be probably more willing to like, you're not going to give him up for free and try and move him until like maybe the very last second. But the thing about Robertson is like, he has to be like impressive to someone. Like he just works way too damn hard. He has way too good of a shot. And there's a lot of people out there like it doesn't work in Toronto, but it'll work on my team. And like, even I'm not sure it will. I mean, I think that he has potential still, but there's a GM out there that thinks Robertson is just like this little golden nugget that they can bring onto his team. So, yeah.
I mean, there's a whole skit about it. Like, people are so stupid. They try things and they think it's going to work for them, but it never ends up working out.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why are you doing it then? It's like, because I think it's going to work this time.
Because I think I'm smarter than that guy.
It's like, exactly. So somebody's got to take him. And again, the whole goalie thing, who knows if they're going to get another goalie, because after Caden Primo's picked up, James Reimer has been announced that he did not make it. his second act in Toronto has officially come to a close. They announced he's been released from his professional tryout. Miller, what do you think of that? Should they give him more leash to Optimus Rhyme, or was he looking pretty bad? I didn't watch very much on the weekend.
You know what? Like, I think it was just kind of something that was nice for them to do, to bring Reimer back for another crack at the Leafs, because he did get shafted when he was here at the beginning of his career. Like, we didn't have the team that he needed in front of him. And just to say, like, hey, at least he got the shot to play for the job. Like, that was kind of cool. Because do you think he's really going to go anywhere else and make an impact? Like, probably not. Like, I think that was probably the last hurrah.
I mean, if they were going for nostalgia, they had nostalgia. Classic James Reimer lets 2 goals in at the end of the game to tie the game and loses in overtime. It couldn't have been any more James Reimer and the Leafs than that. Like, Jesus, boys, have we seen that before?
Yeah, it definitely, as soon as I actually stopped watching throughout just because of baseball, but it was I was hopeful for Reimer, but I didn't have high expectations. Like, he's a guy that had a great career as a veteran and, was able to, be kind of like a journeyman of the league. But yeah, I think his time has come, and, he's probably going to retire now. I'm not sure he's going to, give it a crack anywhere else, but who knows? Yeah, there's a lot of guys who kind of keep wanting to play, even though they know they're not at the top of their game. And sometime like halfway through the season, like there's somewhere that just needs a veteran goalie. Maybe they just have, 2 young goalies that they just can't have one as a backup and one as a starter. So they sign someone. So there's still a chance he goes somewhere, but yeah.
It felt reminiscent too of just like the Matt Murray thing last year, like just having somebody who's been there down the pipeline somewhere, right? Like,
if he didn't let in those 2 goals, I bet you he would have been. I swear, if those last 2 goals,
we're all like,
Jaggers,
no.
Yeah,
no,
so like, and then he
before.
probably could have. Yeah, you would have given him a signing bonus that didn't look good to anybody else, and tried to send him through waivers again, like you did. Yeah, like you said, Matt Murray. So, yeah, but not gonna happen.
Okay, and finally, what are your thoughts on Caden Primo pickup? Miller, why don't you start?
I like it. I mean, it's another big guy back there who you can just call up at any time. Like, we still don't really know what's going on with Wall. Like, we've got this whole kind of cloud of uncertainty going on there. And I mean, he does have a history of kind of the glass bones kind of, image that we see from
Primo or Wall?
Wall.
Yeah, like, even if it's
he's away
time when he comes back.
Yeah, like, we love Wall. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't want to put all those eggs in one basket, and it's nice to just have somebody who's at least had some kind of experience back there to keep in line, because I don't know, I was really high on our whole goalie, like minor league goalie system, like a year, 2 years ago. And like, that's kind of just gone downhill since then. So you can never have too many guys back there, in my opinion.
I still have high hopes for Hildeby, though. I think that he'd probably be a better goalie than Primo. It's just, you don't want to affect his development. Like, goalies sometimes take, they can be over 25 and they just break into the league. So I think, you don't want to make it, a bad experience for him, and keep developing that guy. Don't give up on him. But in the meantime, don't let him sit on the bench and just, be the backup. I think that's the thing, is like, they probably don't care about Primo. It's just like, we just need a guy that's willing to sit there and can maybe be a serviceable guy here and there. And like, they're maybe having trouble finding that guy, and it was easier in times past. They're having trouble maybe finding that veteran that's, can come here on a Matt Murray type deal.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was on a 1-year deal with the Carolina Hurricanes, $775. I thought he was from Montreal. Like, he did play in Montreal, right?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, had to have. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely did. And then said Sammy Blais actually was acquired from Montreal. Did you know that? I didn't know that, but
didn't know that.
So, so I thought we scooped them both from Montreal, but no, it ended up that he was in Carolina. But he was obviously going to be their third goalie, and when Wool comes back, he'll be our third goalie. And I mean, like, if he's a good enough third goalie for the Canes, he's a good enough goalie for the Leafs. their goalie. Does that make sense? Like, it's got to be. I think it's worth taking a shot on. Like, they're not a team that's trying to lose by any means or desperate. So I would say that if they're trying the guy, that usually they just go for players that are good, whether they're nice people or not. And that just gives me that just shows me that they're just trying to win at all times. So signing a guy like Caden Primo and us taking it, that's got to be a good thing.
It could even be like that they have more insight to how long it's going to be for Wall, and like he's just going to be here until Wall's back, and then they're like, "Okay, see you later."
Yeah, I mean, that could be taken a couple ways. Like, it could be just like 2 weeks and Wall will be back. Like this guy's gonna start once or twice. It also could be, that they're like, feeling a little desperate. But I wonder too, like, was there a contract difference between Reimer and Primo? Like, was Reimer not willing to take
he never got a contract? He was on a tryout.
No, that's what I mean. Was he not willing to sign for just the minimum?
He probably was.
And can you even sign? What's Primo's contract?
League minimum
$775.
And can you even sign a guy for $775 anymore?
Yeah, that's the league, man.
It is still the league, man. Okay,
I believe so. Yeah, it was $750, I think, last year.
I don't know. Maybe Reimer wanted $1.5 million, and they were just like, "Yeah, kick rocks. We're gonna just claim someone."
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And then also the last thing I wanted to say was Hildeby. He did do the best at all the goalies in the preseason. He had a 920. So if he goes down into the A, we might even end up seeing them waive Primo and Hildeby come up and play a couple of games, like actually play them. You know what I mean? So he can go down, and then Hildeby can play the actual backup game, and then they might send him back to play more AHL games. Like, things could happen. I don't think it's the last of Hildeby we've seen this season. So, boys, the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Wow. What a game.
What a
weekend.
It was insane.
The other one I had to listen to the first one because I put my hunting camp, couldn't watch it, just had the radio feed. And then I had to get back and watch all the highlights because, this was a highlight. Oh, this was a highlight play. Oh, this. And I'm like, I need to see that shit.
Oh, man.
It was crazy. Was tweeting this morning. He's like, I got to cut the Blue Jays in 30 from last night. And I don't know how to do that. Too much.
Yeah, for real. It's like you can't fit it all in.
It's going to have to be like they won't be able to show the pitch thrown. You'll just have to see the hit, right?
Yeah.
It'll be like just the boom right before. You're going to cut every single second you can.
Not just the hits, but 11 strikeouts from
11 strikeouts. Yes, rookie Trey Savage, who started in A-ball, which is absolutely bonkers bananas to me. He started in low A-ball this year, and now he's climbed his way through low A, high A, double A, triple A, and all of a sudden the big leagues in the playoffs as the second day pitcher. Nobody's like that not available, that they're just like, yeah, no, we'll just put Bieber away on the road. And I think that was probably the better decision. But you have Barrios in the pen, you have Bassett, who's hurt. I don't know if he's actually hurt. And then there's Scherzer, who, I mean, obviously we've seen what Scherzer did, but like there are guys, right? And still rookie Trey Savage, fucking kid is unbelievable. The way he throws a baseball, boys, is something like I've never witnessed in my life. You can't even see it leave his hands. It's not fair. I mean, usually I can track it. I track it like close to the plate. Like I can track a ball from the screen. I can see it usually coming out of the pitcher's hands. You can't. It's just he just releases it at such a weird time.
Yeah, I mean, the craziest thing about Savage is just the difference in his splitter and fastball. You can only tell in just like the last 10 feet, the whole way they look like the exact same pitch, and so like you just see so many veteran batters, they step in there, and even though it's like a splitter, like I was sitting on the couch being like, okay, he's throwing the splitter. So like obviously Aaron Judge knows that, but it doesn't matter. It still comes in and it looks like a friggin' fastball. It's like, it's amazing actually, just thinking about he clearly is, especially the first time through, as a rookie, you see this, quite often, but we've already seen, like with Tampa, he saw them twice and he still had put on a good performance. And, he comes out in the playoffs and says all the right things, puts a lot of pressure on himself with some quotes before the game.
Yeah. And he's like, shit. He said that after too, eh? He's just like, oh man, I said that into a microphone. I really got to show up tonight. Like saying I'm built for this.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure he thinks that, you know, and it's his first time having to sit in front of media like that, I'm sure. And so like yeah,
That's
it's
what
just
I was
talking
thinking. He
off the
probably
cuff.
didn't get any media training, right? He came from A-ball. They never had any
He had
time
no
for media
time.
training. Like
This guy had to
absolutely
meet
none.
every single person in the organization this year. Like there's hardly anybody in baseball does that. In one season, meets every person in an organization, makes it all the way to the top, and then just has a playoff debut like that is just wild.
You see what
and I
Jeter
do agree
said?
with they put him in the perfect spot, like putting Bieber third, because like how great was it just to have that at home for that kid? Like amazing.
It was perfect. What did you say, Miller?
I said, did you see what Jeter said about it? Derek Jeter?
No, I didn't.
No.
He's like, I'm glad I'm not playing against him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
no
yeah.
kidding.
That's
I'm
fantastic.
sure there's a lot of people thinking that for sure.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, boys, though, like how awesome was it to see a guy without media training go out and talk on the mic? He didn't answer Hazel. He spoke to the crowd. He said,
Yeah.
"You guys are awesome. Like, love this city. Love you guys. Like, fucking instant, like #1 fan. Like,
Yep.
he's the guy. He is the guy. And if he keeps playing the way he is, he could end up. He could end up in the MVP race potentially. That guy's fucking unbelievable."
Honestly, though,
it's not just him.
Yeah,
It was
currently
also,
it's a tough race. So
yeah, it wasn't just him though. We had a whole weekend. Gosman was pretty good too. He only pitched 5 1/3. Like I think they both pitched 5 1/3 this weekend.
Yeah.
Savage went 5 1/3, 6
5
1/3.
1/3
Yeah,
for the
5
Savage
1/3.
for sure. Yeah.
So they both went 5 1/3 this weekend. But I mean, Gosman also was throwing a gem as well, and then he walked that one in, and it didn't matter because Toronto just fucking blew it out of the water. Can't hit. Oh, we can hit now. The first playoff win since 2016. Been in the playoffs twice since then, or wild card showdowns, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
First win, and they won 10-1.
That was so fun.
10.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, that's in the bag. So Kirk hits 2 that night, right, boys? That was so sick.
And just
Vladdy opens it up.
Yeah,
Vladdy opens
opening it up
one,
with a homer. That was amazing.
That was wicked. Yeah.
And then for him to
Lucas
get
and-
yeah.
Yeah, and the double play he made in the first two, like he had
Yeah.
a good defensive plays, good everything. Like he was all around just on it.
Yeah.
And honestly, my favorite thing was Louis Varland throwing 102 at the end of the night. Guy throws a knuckle curveball. Like that thing's insane. It moves so weird, but he can also throw 102 by you, and he did to strike out. Who was it? Is it Stanton or was it?
Yeah, Stanton 102.
Yeah. See you later. Sit down. That was fucking awesome. And so the second game, I got some notes on that too. The second game. Oh, Vladimir Guerrero with the opening home run. Fuck, talk about Vladimir Guerrero. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Historic.
Oh, so he hits a
delivery.
massive grand slam, just crushed it too. And this is all ties in. And like, I got to go on this little rant here, boys. Yankees fans, watching them cry is so fun. It's like the best part of my life. I thought I loved I thought I loved the Leafs and like the way that they make me feel so happy. When the Yankees are upset with the Jays, oh, it feels so fantastic. It's just like I have wings. Like I get just like I could walk through doors with smiles on, like picking up chicks on the side of the road. Like screw the Yankees, and I love watching them. Like the Jays have to be cheating. Oh, and then the other guy's like, "Don't let us win a game." And we didn't. He's like, "Well, you better not let them win game 2," and we didn't. And I was like, "You better not let us win at home." He's like, "We probably fucking won," but like,
how sweet is it going to be to go into Yankee Stadium and beat them?
Oh, I can't wait. I kind of expect them to lose one at Yankee Stadium.
Fuck that.
That's kind of my bet. But if they go in and beat them in 3,
that's the best.
It's just going to be the best. Oh, it's going to be so great.
Yeah, I agree. It's like one of those. I'm also like I'm nervous going into Yankee Stadium myself, but I don't know, just the performance that the teams put on, like how can you not feel like a little confident? It's just kind of it's different for us, like this is how like Ottawa feels when they're beating the Leafs. Like when you're putting the screws to the Yankees, it just feels better. And I just it's a good feeling. There's no like symbol like as a Leafs fan, like I hate the Habs, I hate the Bruins, but I fucking hate the Yankees. It is just something that I just cannot describe other than like, oh, yeah. I actually, this was happened early in my career. One of my first sports memories is watching the Boston Red Sox in 2004 beat the Yankees.
Love the Red Sox.
And man, it was just one of those moments. I, from an early age, hated the Yankees, and I still friggin' do.
Yeah, and I know that's the best feeling. I love watching all the podcasts. They are like the Leafs. They have so much media, so many people talking. And like, I watched, I think it was John Boy was great because he called the Vladimir Guerrero
I saw that
grand slam. So he feels like this is gonna happen. Yeah, there it is.
The most obvious grand slam ever, he says.
It's crazy though too, because Judge has had like 2 opportunities with the bases loaded, and we've just shut him right down.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Honestly,
that was
our
one
bullpen
Boston did, right? I think wasn't that one of it? Or no, it was the guy they brought in right after that, wasn't it? Judge was up. They had the bases loaded in the first game. And yeah, he struck him out.
Yeah.
It was like sweet.
Oh, yeah. Struck him out on a pitch he never should have swung at, too. Like, what's going on with Judge? I don't know, but I'll take more of that.
Yeah, let's
try.
He also
try
ran
as
into
hard
a
as you
wall.
can, buddy.
The error he made, like just and there's when you take the still of him like hitting the wall, it's the funniest thing on earth. Oh man, I love
only
it.
because he's okay.
Yeah,
only because he's if he wasn't okay,
we would all have
funny.
injuries.
No, that's
not honestly,
but
it
that was
could have
fucking
been bad.
hilarious.
It's like because he really hits his head, but yeah, hilarious now. The best thing too about this whole thing is like, all year is George Springer has been kind of the leader of this team, and it's nice and everything, but he's a guy that only has a few more years here. But watching in the last 2 games, and it's a rookie for us. It's our 2 stars and Kirk and Vladdy. It's too bad Bo's not here, but it's all the young guys that we've been kind of trying to build a team around, and they're coming in clutch. And all of just like, the Buffalo boys and like just all the young kids, Ernie Clement, like Nathan Lucas, like Dalton Varsho, a guy that everybody doubted. And like, just how many bases did he have the other night? It's crazy what like just all the right people are clicking,
I know. I was wondering, like, I literally had this conspiracy theory thought, like, at some point I might have been pooping or in the shower. One of those times when you have a moment with your thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking, did Vladdy fuck around all season so that way he could show them what he could actually do in the postseason? Because, like, he didn't hit very many home runs at all this year, but he's hit 2 in 2 games.
I think, like, there's part of, like, baseball is you have to get through 162 games, and you need a guy like Vladdy to keep it light. But you also need a guy like Vladdy when it really matters and it's serious to be serious. And I think that's what's been missing, and why he's not just automatically everybody's favorite player is because he hasn't come in the clutch for us when it's mattered. But now that he has, we can point to those moments Vladdy's, it's just amazing. Like he's so fun to watch, but when he's also the best player on the field, just makes it that much better.
Yeah. And you know what else is absolutely clutch? Dalton Varsho hitting 2 home runs and being the best defensive fielder that you could ever ask for.
And 2 doubles in the same game, or 1 double and maybe a triple. That was the error though, so it was actually a double. But yeah,
just unbelievable from all around. Like, I don't even know. I thought the Yankees were good. What happened to their 10-game win streak? Like, is it all just coming back to the mean now? Like, I just don't really understand. I thought this team was good.
I mean, hitting's streaky, and like when you come on a heater like that, like you're bound to have a cold streak at some point, and that's how baseball is.
Well, if that's
Vladdy
how
also
it is,
went on a 10-game
we'll
cold
take
streak, and now he's hot. So
pray for a cold streak
stay
from
cold,
every
stay
single
cold.
team that we meet throughout
every
whole run. Everybody hits a cold streak right at the time they meet us, right? Let's just hope the winds shit are blowing in the right direction.
Cold air here in Canada.
But like that team in Yankee Stadium, they're gonna hit a couple home runs. Like, believe it. We just gotta be better than them. They're gonna score more runs for sure, but we just gotta keep scoring them too.
Well, look, when we were up like 13 or 12, whatever, and then they actually started getting some. They were still like 7 runs back, and I was still kind of like,
we weren't putting our best out there though. I love Justin Brule. I call him Drool for Brule. But he's not our best pitcher. He's out there when you're up a lot of innings. But
yeah.
or up a lot of runs. Sorry.
I knew what
And
you
so who?
Yeah.
So we've got Bieber for game 4, or game 3. So then right back to game 4, you're gonna have Gosman because that'll be 5
No.
days.
It's gonna be a bullpen day. Varland's probably gonna start.
Oh, bullpen! Are you fucking with me?
I'm not fucking with you.
This is the
No,
only
he's
one you
pissing around.
could lose if you
No.
could lose
You
any
don't
game,
have
right?
bullpen days in the playoffs, do you?
Like if
You
you
have
want
to.
to.
Gosman and Savage won't be ready, and Bassett
On
and Scherzer
Friday?
aren't even on the roster.
Is it
Yeah,
Friday or
it's-
third? No, Wednesday, right? Would be game
Tuesday.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, game 4. Oh, yeah.
Wednesday. So he pitched
it's
Saturday.
2
So
in a row,
Sunday,
yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 4 days, 3 full days rest.
Hmm.
But you know,
I think
4.
also it
And
also
if you count
depends
the
how
other day, it's
confident are you.
5. So
You know, like, do you really want to start burning your best pitchers? Like, you know, throwing starters on low rest, especially when Gosman's a guy that likes an extra day of rest. So I don't know. It's tough.
He only
And
threw
a
like
game-
50 some pitches though. He didn't throw a lot of pitches.
You're right.
Yeah, it is right.
No,
Yeah,
he did.
keep it light.
Oh, at near the,
I thought
in
he
the
threw like 70 or something like that.
I
70.
think in
Savage
the
threw
it was 5
70,
and what,
I think.
2/3 or 5 and
Yeah, no,
something, I don't
Gosman.
know.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah.
He was through 5, and he only threw 50.
yeah,
And
it
so
was
whatever
averaging 10 like
the
an
next
inning.
inning he had, like, so he probably
It
had
started to
55
go
or
off.
something.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think he even touched
Savage though, I
60.
think threw 78 or maybe 9. So he's a little bit more, but that's still not a lot, you know. Like,
No, yeah.
you have to kind of watch it when you.
Yeah,
when
he
it's
threw
90.
75 pitches.
Right. Yeah. So
I mean,
I
it's
think
not
you have
gonna
a
matter.
choice in game 5.
We're not going to need a game 4 anyway.
A lot of that came in the
Yeah,
6th.
that's
Yeah,
right.
well, I hope not.
But I swear that
really
is the
hope-
plan. You guys watch. But hopefully we don't get there, and I can just be
TJ.
right, and we don't have to prove it.
So Bo Bichette's not coming back this series. Vladdy kind of hinted to that, but they left him off the postseason roster. That was announced obviously Saturday, and he's not even available. Like if he came, like okay, they're like, no, you got to wait till the next series if we make it. And then Bassett and Scherzer also not even available to play. Does that shock you for either one of those pitchers?
I was like, it was the right thing to do. You know, like we needed guys like Brule and Tommy Nance to be on this team and not have just like a wasted guy in the bullpen. So, or not even in the bullpen, wasted guy on the bench who's never going to play. So it was the right decision. And I just hope that the veterans took it well. It seems like they're on the bench, you know, they're doing everything they were doing before, just talking it up with the boys. So
The boys
They're
are having
best time
fun.
to play.
The boys are having fun. It's fun to see them cut
Oh,
to
yeah.
them like at certain times. Oh,
And it's
man,
just as fun to see the Yankees sitting there with
not having fun.
Bears. Like, yeah.
yeah. I love the look that they have when
Right.
these Savage is pitching. They're all just like looking at each other like, what is happening?
Okay.
You know, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we
All
love to
right.
see the Yankees suffer.
No kidding.
Do we have any more thoughts on the weekend from the Blue Jays, boys?
Yankees Yankees fans are going to
brought
hate our
everything up.
podcast. They're just going to hate us.
Good.
That's
Good.
fine.
Good
They can
luck.
listen to us if they want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I hope they do. I hope they
Engage.
just blow
Give
us
us the
up with
engagement,
quote
baby.
tweets. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Hit us up. We need the engagement.
You know who's not built for this? Whoop. Yankees.
Me.
You guys excited for
I will
hockey,
cry.
though?
Don't be mean to me on the internet.
Have you guys been
Yeah.
excited for hockey? Just to switch it up.
Oh, God.
Beyond.
Oh
excited.
yeah, definitely.
Yes, big
Yeah.
time.
I'm having
Oh,
trouble.
excited.
Not gonna lie, boys. I'm so into baseball. It's like it's been hard to follow anything in the preseason. You know, it's been boring and they've
Yeah.
sucked anyway. You know, I take nothing from preseason hockey. Of course, it's not
You
real
can,
hockey.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's game 1 is gonna change everything, you know, because just like I lock in to every game of the Leafs, but it's been like I haven't even thought about it until like, you know, middle of next week. I was like, wait, a week from now we have
Yeah.
real NHL hockey. That's crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
the Blue Jays are still playing baseball.
And it hot and heavy. Yeah. Like,
And they both play on Wednesday night. So the Leafs open Wednesday night, and the Jays gonna have game 4 Wednesday night. Hopefully they win game 3 and we don't have to have
Yeah,
that.
no game.
But it
4,
kind of
that's
feels
how we're
like-
going.
It kind of feels like I imagine it would feel like if you had your wife and your longtime girlfriend both wanting to go out on the same night because you're like, I love the Leafs, but she's so hot. Like, you know,
Hey, I don't
watch it
appreciate that
today.
kind of joke, mister.
No, we don't think those kinds of things are funny around here. Sorry.
I tried to think of joke if my wife was sitting beside me. Would I say it in front of her?
I mean, I'd say that joke.
I
to my
said it's what
fiance
I
every day of the week.
imagine it
Yeah,
would
oh.
feel like.
Okay.
I did say
Hypothetical,
that.
hypothetical.
Pretext.
Yeah.
Read it back. You can go
Yeah,
back and watch
okay,
that
yeah.
again.
You're right. I will. I have to. I'm the producer.
Yeah. You have to
I
listen
will
to
be
our
watching
dumb
it
voice
back.
again.
Did you guys watch the game or at least watch the highlights of the Battle of Florida the other night? Where
Oh
they
my
had
God.
322 penalty minutes,
Yeah.
16
Yeah.
ejections.
They hate each other. They hate each other with a passion. It's reminiscent of the old Toronto Ottawa like Battle of Ontario
Yeah.
rivalry.
They're beating us right now, even though like it's like we're getting a bit more energy in the Battle of Ontario. Like currently, Battle of
battle's
Florida
hotter.
is way
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
And it's Florida, so like it's a crazy place already.
Yeah.
Hot. They're already like ornery,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like it's just the ice isn't very nice, and like they're hot outside when they get out there, so they're just even madder.
And
Oh yeah.
so
Angry hot hockey.
Yeah.
Sabrin was suspended 4 games. I don't even know if he's an NHL player, but he's not allowed to play. So I guess that means AHL too, I guess. But like he's suspended 4 games. Scott Sabrin, remember Leaf legend? Scott Sabrin. And then JJ Moser would be the other one, suspended 2 games from Tampa. They're all Tampa suspended in this. This is a tweet from Chris Johnston, who gives me these numbers. Tampa Bay's gone. Calvez also gets fined. Schmidt gets fined. And then here's the craziest part of that game. Okay, boys, I really need to hear your thoughts on this. Nico Mikkola was assessed a game misconduct earlier in the game, but he continued to play and assisted on the Panthers' 8 goal. I don't know why he was assessed the penalty. I don't know why he thought it was okay to stay. The goal ended up being taken away because he assisted on it, and Mikkola hasn't been suspended of right now. Well, when I was checking right before we started the show, but there's a rule that says any player who's been ordered to the dressing room by officials and returns to his bench or to the ice surface for any reason before the appropriate time shall be assessed a game misconduct and shall be suspended automatically without pay for the next 10 games.
What?
What?
Whoa!
10
Oh my
regular
God.
and
Whoa.
or
I did not know that.
playoff games.
Whoa! Even
And
it
playoff
actually
games
happened
don't
in
count
playoff?
2 for 1.
Okay, so
So,
I heard this
10.
happening a few weeks ago. There was a player that misheard. He like spoke a different language, didn't understand that he had gotten this game, came back. This is obviously a different situation. I don't know what happened there. Did he not like what? He was like,
I don't know
it's
what
preseason. I don't
couldn't
give a
tell
fuck.
you.
Yeah.
I
You're
couldn't
talking about
actually tell you
practice.
what language.
Talking about practice. Like, yeah, like
Was
he
he
comes
told
back.
that
Like,
Practice?
Yeah, it's fucking
Like,
preseason.
was it clear that he was ejected from the game, or like?
I mean, it
or
was
was
clear
just
to
like a thing where-
everybody else, but and then he was on the ice and the refs didn't notice.
That almost seems like
I mean,
just
it's a
as
bunch
big
of
of a
same
fuck up.
jerseys skating around, you know.
So like who is the onus on, Miller? Who's the onus on more? The player? Should they be the one to know, or should be the refs be the one to be like, hey, this fucking guy didn't get off? Like,
Well, I mean, like if it's you, like if you get ejected from a game and you're out there, you know damn well that in your head you're like, shit, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't be here. But like for the refs, yeah, I guess there's a lot they're trying to see, a lot going on at once. But like even still, how does the other team not get a phone call from upstairs being like, what the hell's going on here? Why is this guy out there? Like somebody should have brought it up.
Mikkola said he didn't know, right? I believe that's the story. He said, I didn't realize, like I didn't know it was me, but everybody else knew. It was very obvious.
Did
like,
he go to the dressing room at all? Like he
No, he was
never
in the
left the
penalty
ice.
box.
but that's a preseason game, right? Does this suspension actually go into season and all of that?
Theory, it should.
Like it's legit.
Yeah.
Okay, because I looked up this other one. It was actually April 2025. Blue Jackets Dmitry Voronkov was mistakenly allowed back on the ice after being given a 10-minute misconduct. So it wasn't a ejection. He wasn't giving them like the game misconduct. It was a 10-minute. He failed to serve the penalty in the penalty box, and then he was pulled from the game after officials noticed, resulting in a bench minor. So I mean, a bench minor, that's better than 10 games.
10
That's
games, yeah.
insane.
Yeah, like there's a huge
Insane.
difference here.
Well,
Also,
yeah, I
like
mean,
the coach, like who put him on the ice? Like who sent him out there? That
Yeah, how did it go? Yeah, exactly. So where's I mean, yeah, and I guess Mikola didn't. I don't know how nobody doesn't know, but like he's got to, and the crazy thing is that was this game, right? That was this game we just talked about. 16 ejections, 302 penalty man. They've been looking at this game since it happened. There's been somebody taking tape and going over and assessing this game, and nothing was handed out immediately for Nico Mikola. Now, I personally say, it's on the refs. Sure, Mikola should have, but if he actually didn't hear it, and we want to believe that story, just say we're going to go down that road. We believe that story. The refs need to have awareness to know, hey, we kicked that guy out. Like, he can't still be here. Like, I mean, I guess they have a lot to look at for the actual hockey game, but like, it's kind of crazy. I don't know how many shifts he took before he got caught or assisted on that goal. And also, like, there has to be something given to the coach, because how did the coach not realize? Yeah.
Also, I'm surprised the other team didn't start pointing it out like immediately. Like they would be probably the first ones I would think that would notice. I don't know. That seems so weird. I feel like Mikola had to have not known, because it just seems so stupid that, like, I feel like I have to believe him, but I don't know.
Oh, you want to make a little more sense of the LTIR thing, boys? Chris Johnston just sets it straight and says this sets them up to put Marshall Rafai on LTIR tomorrow and create a good LTIR capture should they need it this season. Season. I still think there is scandals afoot. Like, there's definitely things going on in the background, but that is what Chris Johnston said.
None of it seems important enough, like I don't know. It seems weird, and I don't know what to make of it at this point. But
besides that, we have Jays play Tuesday in the Bronx. The Leafs play Wednesday. Jays may play Wednesday again in the Bronx. But one thought from everybody about the Jays Tuesday in the Bronx. CP.
I just hope that Shane Bieber comes out and he deals, because it's important to keep our bullpen fresh if we need them.
Miller.
Just don't fall on your face after those first two games. That was my concern with game 2 after that big game 1 was like, just don't fall on your face. And like, if we can just keep that gravy train rolling, like, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Keep the momentum going, keep the runs coming in, and that's it. I'd love to see the sweep. That's my thought.
Yeah. I want to see the depth keep performing. I want to see more Nathan Lucas's and Ernie Clement home runs and Andreas Jimenez RBI singles. I want to see more guys who aren't supposed to do it. And I love Kirk and Vladdy stepping up, and I just hope that they continue to be hot in New York. I can't see them taking their foot off the gas at all. And they're in a very comfortable position. So we'll just have to see how much pressure gets put on them there. And if they can hold, Vladdy said pressure is something you put in tires. Or no, that was Manoah. Remember?
That was Manoah, unfortunately.
That was Manoah. Yeah, where's he now? So there's definitely and there's an advantage to putting pressure on the other side. And I think we saw that with a raucous Rogers Center on the weekend rather than the Bronx, the New York Yankee Stadium.
They're scared. Fuck them.
I think it could really make a difference on the Jays. I think it really could. It's going to be hard to play there, just like it was hard to play here. And then we have the Leafs play Wednesday night against the Habs for the regular season opener. And let's do one thought each on that. Miller, let's go.
I mean, it's Montreal. Just feed it to them. Let's Matthews start off with a hat trick. Like, let's just go.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Pearce?
I'm more interested to see how our new guys kind of gel in, and our Brube always works in pairs, so we're just gonna see how all of his pairs kind of line up throughout the lineup and see.
Yeah. Always love an opener. Do I? Yeah, I don't know. I'm more interested in the Leafs or the Abs and the Kings playing Tuesday. Obviously,
Avs and Kings. All right, what time's that? 9 p.m.
It's like late as fuck. Yeah, I'll be up late that night. I hate that. Watching the West, not fun.
Reason to change your team to The blue and white.
Oh my god, that would be the only one.
Yeah. Nice. Well, that's
Sorry,
that's
no,
great.
okay, yeah, no, I'll take
I'll
it.
take
You
it.
set
I'll
me up
take it.
for it.
Well, until
I
we
love
get
the Leafs.
McDavid in 3 years.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
There you go. But no, you know how it is.
Webby, you?
Well, I personally hope we get to see a fight. Those Jack-Eye brothers are insane. I don't know if they're going to be in the lineup or what, but I would like to see some fisticuffs thrown. We got some big boys now. Let's go and set our dominance. Set the tone, boys. We got to set the tone. Let's go. New
Come on,
Shores
bud.
is coming
Set the
out too,
tone.
boys. We got New Shores. He's coming soon.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't even
exciting.
watch the old Shores yet. I need to.
You have to.
I only watched
What
the
is
first
wrong with
2
you?
seasons, I think. Aren't we on season like 4?
It'll be season 5 coming out, right?
Oh yeah. See, I'm way behind. I'm a loser.
Yeah, is it season 5 that we just watched 3? I think it's I think we're
Oh,
going
is
to
it?
season
Oh,
4.
okay.
Yeah, I think we did
Okay. I'm only one behind.
It's a 3-season arc, and then now
Okay.
we're going to season 4 where he's a coach. Yeah.
God. Hey, watch the spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah. The fuck, if you
People
haven't
watching
seen
the
that
first season
fucking
don't
part.
fucking know shit.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That's going in the disclaimer for the episode now. Now I gotta type
Okay,
a
we
whole
can
nother
cut
line.
that out.
Right off the
Cut that out.
top.
Yeah.
It's more work for me either way.
Fix him post.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so I guess that's it for now, boys. We
Nice.
don't have sponsors, so it's presented by ourselves, and we'll
Yep.
wrap it up. Thanks for joining Split the Defense.
Hell yeah.
Leave us a comment, hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube, and we might get it in podcast form here at some point, but we'll let you know.
Yep.
And we'll be back every Monday, talking more shit, hanging out. We got Leafs, Jays, we got Raps coming in. We got there was golf all summer. We'll miss that. Maybe we'll get back into that when it fires back up. But Ryder Cup was a lot of fun. So we're gonna talk everything and anything. Shit, Ted, if you bring badminton and it's fucking interesting, we're talking about it.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I'll bring it all. Don't worry. I'll bring some disc
Whatever it-
golf for you.
I have
Whatever
opinions
thing-
about
disc
anything.
golf.
so
That's it.
Bring it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I will definitely let me know if I can bet on. If I can bet on it, then I've got an opinion.
Fucking
So
right.
I can
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about it.
also.
All right, boys, let's wrap it up and get out of here. Peace.
Right.
Peace.
Later.